Hey, I think that kid over there is drowning. Aren't you gonna do something?
I'm sure he's fine.
I like the beach. I like the sun, I like the sand, I like the animals. So when my friend, we'll call him Rhino, invited me and my brother to go, we jumped on that offer. So I was pretty stoked to go. Unfortunately though, it wasn't for another week. So I waited, and waited, and waited, and waited, until finally it was the night before. Thinking we'd leave later, I stayed up pretty late, but I was wrong. Very wrong. So I got up, got my stuff, and was very tired. Back when I lived in Pennsylvania, I was paler, lankier, my hair was dark, and now I had dark circles around my eyes because I didn't sleep right. So at this point, I was basically the human embodiment of Jack Skellington. Or a sleep paralysis demon. Eventually, my friend rolled up, abducted us, and we were on our way. Except for, again, we lived in the middle of Pennsylvania. Which I realize is still relatively close to the coast, but it's just a bit of a drive to Ocean City, New Jersey. A bit of a 4-hour drive. So that was pretty awkward. And I've been in much longer car rides, but no one talked the entire time. And Rhino could not just pick a radio station and leave it. He had to pick one, let it play. Pick one, let it play. Pick one, let it play! So we got to Ocean City, took way too long to find a parking spot, and found one of those pay-by-the-hour places that doubled as a shower room. Nice. So we very difficultly paid our way through and got to the beach, where Rhino was immediately burnt to a crisp. I forgot to mention how Rhino is a ginger and burns somehow instantly. So we put on sunscreen, then we put on more, and then more, and forget it, why not the whole bottle? So after a long couple of hours, we finally made it to the ocean. Yeah, so I don't know about any of you, but I tend to over-apply sunscreen to, like, the top of my face, and every single time it goes directly into my eyes. So now I'm very blindly trying to rub my eyes with salt water when... Move! What? Move! So apparently, anyone in the water had to stay within these 2 flags. And we had never gone to a beach that had done that. So naturally, we just didn't do that. We really didn't understand why they were there. That is, until we got yelled at again. So my brother, friend, and me blindly following moved into the edges of the boundary, next to some questionable children, and had ourselves a jolly old time. We didn't spend as much time in the water as I would have liked. We were in there for like half an hour. But still had fun, and then we went back to our towels. Rhino was burning, and we were hungry, so we went to one of those crooked, run-down Boardwalk places, and acquired nourishment. We all got burgers, but Rhino got his without cheese or vegetables, which is understandably a little weird, but jeez did this waitress shame him for it. She wasn't being super mean or anything, but was still oddly obsessed with it. It was like my friend was some sort of deranged species she had just encountered. When he ordered it, she looked at him disgusted, like, "Oh, do you also want me to cover it in human shit?" She didn't actually say that, but she made it her mission to stop by our table on like 3 different accounts to roast the absolute cheese out of him. At this point, it was midday, and we were gonna walk the boardwalk. Now, do you remember those shower rooms from earlier? Well, that's where we were gonna change. So we went in, and it was pretty bad. It was full, the locks were broken, and it was just so dirty. I'm no germaphobe or anything, and I wasn't, like, grossed out. It was just strange. Rhino finished early and was waiting for us still in the shower room, and just as I walked out of the stall, I saw him wide-eyed, terrified, turn the corner and shake his head as hard as possible. And before I had time to react, this old man dances around the corner, completely nude, bare cheeks and everything, just flapping around. Luckily, I only saw the back. Luckily. And I wish I could say the same about Rhino, but unfortunately, he had not emerged the same man. He was scarred. Is scarred the right word? Nope, yep, I used it right. He was scarred. For basically the whole day, it was all he would bring up. So we left the washrooms as changed men and went and played mini-golf. I love mini-golf, and I'm pretty good at it too. However, if I start with a losing streak, I get really mad and self-sabotage the rest of the game. So with that, I lost, raged uncontrollably, and we got little souvenir balls. Mine is lips. because the little amusement park part of it there ran on an extremely confusing ticket system. So this ride costs 6 tickets, but this is 4 tickets for 2 people, but this one costs $8 real, but now this guy over here, he's selling heroin. And that cost 12 tickets! So we rode 2.5 rides and only spent, whoa! Oh. Now I can't remember if this happened after or before the rides, but me and Rhino walked into this gimmicky store with our $11 or so. I was gonna get this beautiful rubber chicken, and he was gonna get one of those fake knives that retracts when you press it into something. But just as we were about to check out, some tie-dye oaf stomps in and, filled with rage, without explanation, just boots us out of the store and threatened us if we ever came back. So we were like, wow, that was pretty weird. And later, we settled that it was probably one of 3 things. A, he mistook 2 very distinctive looking us's with someone else. B, he thought we were gonna steal something. Or C, most stupid of all, he thought we were gonna rob somebody with it. Now just wait. Our explanation for that was that earlier we walked past the store, and Rhino was joking that if we bought it, that he could fake stab his own mom, and this guy overheard it and thought he was cracking down on some gang hit. So now it was about time to go. We got ice cream, fell off a ledge, and started towards the car. But the entire time, I could only think of the things I could have done. If only I had been able to buy that rubber chicken.